play in here as a Leicester player. His battle with Will Skinner, dogging it on the floor, is going to be central. And of course the big name for Leinster in the back row, Rocky Elsom as well of Australia. Brilliant angles. Him and that man Jennings along with Heaslip, core part of the Leinster game.
Quins, a team growing in belief with every passing week of this possibly momentous season for them. This a chance that they will want to extract everything from. They're such a dangerous card, and everybody knows it. But this is new for all of these players, running out into a European quarter-final. We're about to see how Quins will react.
Back from injury, Will Skinner the captain, but there is the key man, Nick Evans. He was signed for days like this. Skinner saw his fly half produce one of the greatest 4 minutes of club rugby I've ever seen when Evans steered them to victory against Stad. He's going to need more than 4 minutes today. He's going to need to put Ugo Monye in space. Against Nathewa, the Fijian fly half, Monye has pace. Quins will want to get their England flyer one-on-one. What a game we've got coming up. What an atmosphere here at the Stoop.
Referee for it is Nigel Owens, last season's cup final referee, no less. 3 spots now determined. The last semi-final place remains there for the taking, and all the pre-match optimism is about to turn into the reality of the battle itself. Evans the Quins, and taken by Carney. Whittaker. Contepomi away. This will be Mike Brown's. What an atmosphere. And a good start from Brown, evading those tackles. Kerr. Evans. Heartbreak. Tiesi. Kerr getting there quickly. Paul, though, has fallen for Leinster. And Mallow Kelly did well.
Look, it's caught now!
Whittaker again. Contepomi takes on Quins. Monye watches the bounce, he's going to get hit hard. Gets the ball up to Brown. Stretta was on a good line there, but couldn't take the ball. Robson's in there, Rob Shaw's there too. Danny Kerr, they stay in field just. Out it shoots again, Brown can't take it cleanly. Through comes O'Kelly, Evans. Still trying to release as he fell to the floor, and it's gone forward. Well, what a start.
Nick Evans immediately going for it, attacking the game line. If we have a little look now, Evans' line, he's the man circled here. What Evans loves to do, he'll attack here, and then he'll have support players here and here, and if he can just pull these support players in, then there are half spaces. He'll go one man into two, offload to Tiesi. This time Leinster held it. That's the threat of the New Zealander. He's got great acceleration. 1-on-2. Carries the ball in 2 hands, he looks for that leading ball there, and Tiesi, as Will was saying before the game, very underestimated. Tiesi and Jordan Turner-Hall against Darcy and O'Driscoll, a real battle in the centre.
Evans, who lit up that dismal December day here, one of the performances in the history of this competition. Chris Whittaker, by the way, just changed the ball, he wasn't happy with the pressure, came over to this side. There's plenty of pressure all around us, that's for sure. Brown, that was just a little nibble, and Nigel Owens was perfectly placed to see it. Knock on from the full-back. Now those mistakes can really cost on a day like this.
Well, you said it, it's pressure, and there's no doubt at all that's not off the right foot of Brown, it is off the right hand, and that is just a gimme position for Leinster. Now Leinster in the Magners League have not been at their best, but Dean Richards knows, he's been talking all week about the match-winning threat of O'Driscoll and Contepomi and Darcy, and what Brown has done is give this Leinster backline a great attacking position. Watch out for Luke Fitzgerald, left wing, right behind the scrum. Dangerous runner.
Almost in the stand-up position, and it's brought away by Heaslip to Whittaker and then Darcy. Jordan Turner-Hall makes the tackle and the whistle goes because the ball was squeezed out.
Oh, it's going to be bruising there. Jordan Turner-Hall had a rest against Bath. He's absolutely pumped for this. And Darcy, he's always pumped. Big, strong collision there. Turner-Hall was eyes on Darcy. Darcy took his eyes off the ball. 1-0 to the Quins.
He got tries home and away against Air France. but this is a step up into the really big league today, the knockout stage, of course, and Darcy and O'Driscoll.
Well, he's got to win the battle on the game line, and he's got to win ball on the floor. This is a major challenge for Jordan Turner-Hall today.
Push back.
Care. Evans. You'll appreciate that service. Accurate enough. Fitzgerald to Carney. Up into the greyish West London sky, and with that sky it falls to Mike Brown, who makes no mistake that time.
Yeah, that'll settle Mike Brown after that little nibbling error there. Rob Carney, normally a really good kicker of a ball. His ability to reach that ball as it lands is quite something. Been off form lately, and that was just a little bit too long. And you can see with Mike Brown there, the pressure of the occasion. Normally strikes a ball a lot further with his left foot. He was thinking there, let's fine touch, let's get myself into this game, let's draw breath.
Bernard Jackman had to pass a fitness test, got a twist to his knee in that defeat to Munster in the Magners League. We started the line out from there, so Contepomi is caught by the bulldozer, but it's Turner-Hall, and the young 21-year-old after his man again. And look how Quins pile into that run. And that chase and the initial effort from Turner-Hall has led to a penalty. It's also led to a bit of a flashpoint, which the referee has managed to sort out.
Well, that is really impressive from Jordan Turner-Hall. We know what a tank he is defensively. He's in with a hit on Contepomi, but watch what happens now. Big pressure. It's easy for him to go down on Contepomi, but he's up on his feet quickly. He knows that he mustn't give the penalty away. That's all Jordan Turner-Hall there. Leinster trying an intricate play in midfield. A little tap from Contepomi saying, mate, you're going to have to be better than that. Quins midfield, just shading the defensive battle early on.
Time and place at the top.
And we can all take a breather and watch Nick Evans. Him in practice, weren't we, about 20 minutes before the match, and he was missing nothing. That was before the match.
Well, he's a world-class player, but even world-class players feel the nerves. Of course, Nick Evans, he's known this season for producing the great kicks, drop kicks, or of course a touchline conversion against Leicester to draw the match right at the end. There'll be more to come from his boot.
Taken in by Nick Easter.
Hands away, Rocky's called. Let it come wide, thank you.
What a contest between Easter and Heaslip to watch today. A little subplot there with the Lions announcement coming soon. Evans with the under, and in comes Carney and just commands that situation. And you're talking about Lions. Darcy gets it out now to his partner in midfield, O'Driscoll. That is a very rare error from Brian O'Driscoll with the boot. And Harlequins are trying to take a quick one, but the referee won't have any of it.
Little errors the first 7 minutes. We've seen one from a world-class player, Nick Evans, and that's a shocker from Brian O'Driscoll. He's really overcooked that. It was a wonderful take from Rob Carney, though, who is huge under a high ball. He really is magnificent. And Michael Checker must think anything Nick Evans throws out to this grey London sky, that man Rob Carney is going to pick out.
Thrown in by Bota. Here's Evans to Turner-Hall. Very strong again from him. Care. I'm not sure how much Percival knew about it, but it was landing in his stomach, and he took it forward. Robshaw. Strettle forced to come off that wing to help out at the breakdown. Skinner trying to see off Fitzgerald.
Push back. Push back.
Care again. Bota again.
Good O'Driscoll in there.
Evans. Here comes Tiesi and Robson. Well, holding onto the ball but not advancing, and now it's coming back on the Leinster side.
Advantage penalty.
It will be a penalty if they want it. They do.
Holding on, there's no advantage.
The Quins are playing all their attacking stuff right on the game line. They're not deep at all, but it's a big ask against a team like Leinster, because Leinster are so strong there. Richards, of course, a pass master there, and he will have seen his team outwitted there. Very strong in this area. All week Dean has been talking about Shane Jennings and the likes of Elsom and Heaslip, plus Darcy and O'Driscoll. Those 5 men constitute a real threat to Harlequins, their ability to turn over breakdown ball.
Of those 3 Heineken Cup quarterfinals for Jennings, 2 for Leicester, of course. There's Rocky Elsom, who started this year's tournament with a man of the match performance against Edinburgh in round 1. And a try-scoring performance too. Here's Jackman. Overthrown. Through to Easter.
Hands away, White! Roll away!
Leinster trying to turn the big number 8, but they can't. Evans.
Stay! He's off, okay.
Luke Fitzgerald seemed to call for the mark. And he's off straight away. Evans again. Had a good catch from Carney and those big hands. Holding onto it one-handed and then firing the kick.
Quins throw this time. Very interesting. Dean Richards talking to Graham before the game. He highlighted what he thought were weaknesses. The front row in the scrum, Bernard Jackman's line out thrown, and that last throw from Jackman with the Quins sending a forest of jumpers up straight over the top into the arms of Nick Easter. Quins fancy the line out today and they fancy the scrum.
Loads of throws to the front, and that's Kerry Jones. It's varying things at the line out, but good work from Jackman, and Elsom's there as well. Now Elsom is very strong indeed. And it comes back, no great surprise. He slipped. Darcy O'Driscoll, here comes Carney, he's got Nathaiwa outside. Through the hands of Issa Nathaiwa, the former Auckland man.
Very heavy-handed pass there from Rob Carney. Excellent initial work from Bernard Jackman. And here's Quins varying their line out. Kerry Jones here has been so good for Harlequins all year, and Gary Borter getting back to his Springbok best. But then, when Jackman had done a brilliant job, this is not great. Carney's line is really good. He straightens the man, but that's a missile there. And Nathaiwa, not a natural winger, not comfortable out there on the wide expanses.
Borter, the former bull who's won the Super 14, looking for the Northern Hemisphere version, throwing into that line out. Nathaiwa, who came from the south to be part of this. Now he makes a mistake, kicking down that touchline, follows in the footsteps of O'Driscoll.
Well, we've seen Brian O'Driscoll, as you say, almost, 10 metres back from where Nathaiwa does that. It's the old banana kick that Carlos Spencer patented, and Nathaiwa thinks, what have I done there? Now, we saw earlier statistic about turnovers. If Quins are happy to see Leinster make kicking errors, they'll be worried about the fact that the Leinster back row and midfield are snaffling the turnovers at the moment, and that line out.
Snaffling there was Leo Cullen. Now that is off the outside of the boot quite deliberately from Contepomi into the space. It's a clever little kick this, and Monia is first to get back, but Contepomi's there with a tackle and he's getting support.